Let's go, it's the Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show. Whitey Show.
Which final man that ain't got time? Shake your hand. Get that side check. Put it in pockets like it's back. Going downtown.
Lego games are back again, and we have another one, and it's the Hobbit. Okay, no more singing. Basically, we got this brand new Lego game that we knew was coming because we had one for Star Wars, and we had one for Lord of the Rings, and we had one for Indiana Jones, and we had one for Marvel, and one for DC. So, of course, we're going to get the Hobbit because, well, it's a gigantic movie franchise, part of the Lord of the Rings, and we got Lord of the Rings. So here comes Lord of the Rings, or, I'm sorry, The Hobbit, The Adventure Begins, or Journey. And here we go. So, is this Lego game where you play as the little Bilbo and his little 7 dwarves and Gandalf and all the other characters, is this game any different than every other Lego game? Well, the short answer is no. But is it good? Is it better than like the Lego movie game? Let's find out.
Which final man that ain't got time? Shake your hand. Get that side check. Put it in pockets like it's back. Going downtown.
The good right off the bat is it's a Lego game, so co-op is in there, and you gotta love the fact that it never feels tacked on. Co-op is easy. People can just jump in and have fun with you, and I really enjoy the co-op aspect because it makes the puzzles more interesting, it makes the combat more interesting. On top of that, fully voice acting. I know now that most games we should expect this, but Lego used to have just the voices like and now they actually have voice acting. Once again, voice acting is really well done. The story itself is the first 2 Hobbit movies. Now, I haven't seen the second one yet personally, but I feel like kind of a little gypped out there. We'll get to that later. But part 1 and part 2 are in this one game, and it's a pretty lengthy adventure. Another positive is the graphics. Awesome to look at. Of course, we get to see the Hobbit world, Tolkien's world, in Lego form. That is always awesome. And the last good thing I could really think of is the puzzles. Always interesting how some of them really fucking just trick me. I'm just sitting there like, I can't figure this out. And other times I'm like, too easy. But the balance that has, where one time I'm thinking too easy and other time I'm thinking too hard, is good. That's what you want in a puzzle game. Not too many, oh, this is so hard, or too many, oh, these are too easy, you know? The bad. Okay, this is a Lego game. And now we're getting to the point where, why is the combat even worse than the Marvel game? Marvel Lego seem to want to incorporate some pretty cool combos, and in this, there's even less. And not as bad as the Lego movie combat, but it's still pretty much plain. It's 2 attacks. And it's just not cool, you know? It's not cool because the Marvel game obviously emphasized on the combat, and we should expect that in a game, especially like Hobbit, where you play as so many different characters in medieval with swords and bows and so on, and axes, and it's just not cool. Another bad is, I gotta say, I am really feeling gypped on this one. Why didn't they just wait for the 3rd movie? They said they're going to introduce a DLC later on to finish it, but that's just bullshit. Let's all agree here. I'm sorry if the kids are watching, but that's a little boo-boo. I mean, come on. Why do we have to... It's just DLC. You know, I can make a whole video on that. But the whole point is that you feel gypped. You're not getting the 3rd part. And yes, the movie hasn't come down, but the book has been out for 50, some odd years. Why can't we get the 3rd part? Just put it into the damn game. It's not going to spoil anyone. We know what happens. We've all read Lord of the Rings. Come on. Or watched the movies like 90% of America. The other bad, and this one's a big one, is that it's not as lifeful, I guess, or I just wasn't feeling as much as I was feeling something like the Marvel games or the Star Wars games, and it just didn't feel like it was fun and full of life like those. I was getting really bored, and so was Kelly, and we just kind of got bored, and we had to stop a lot and take breaks because it just seemed boring, and I can't really pinpoint what's wrong with it. It is better made than the Lego game, but it also kind of feels rushed at the same time, and the level design isn't all that amazing. So that's really it for my negatives, but there's some positives, some negatives, so overall, wait! We gotta go to the last section.
Which final man that ain't got time? Shake your hand. Get that side check. Put it in pockets like it's back. Going downtown.
I enjoyed my time with the Lego Hobbit. I think it's a fun adventure. If you have a kid, it's just another Lego game to have fun with. If you have a girlfriend, it's a great game to play with. But I can't say expect this as good as like some like Marvel Lego. It's just not. It's a solid adventure. It's fun, but you kind of get ripped off. And as I expressed, it's a major fault for me. And also, the combat feels like a step backwards again from Marvel, and that's really annoying. I know I keep comparing it, but that was like a star freaking Lego game. Like, everybody seemed to love that one, so why not capitalize on the success of that one? So, yeah. A little bit disappointed. It's still a solid game, though. I'm still going to give it a 7. It's a good game. Definitely worth renting, if nothing else, to play on your PS4, Xbox One, Xbox 360, or PS3, or Wii U eventually. And worth checking out, but just feel a bit disappointed, I'm going to be honest.
What are you going to do now, wizard?